This past July, Savannah was shocked to see that her 2-year-old daughter had been burned with an electronic cigarette by her boyfriend, Michael. Michael claims the incident was not intentional, but he could be facing up to 10 years in prison if convicted of child abuse. And now Savannah is desperate to learn the truth. Take a look.
Me and Michael has been together a year and a half, and we was living together, and then one morning I was asleep and I woke up with my child screaming for me. And I went to her and I saw the burn and I was like, Michael, what happened? And he said that he didn't know, but he was just standing there in shock, like he froze. And that made me think that he did it. I was so mad, I took my kids, I ran out of the house, went to the neighbors. The cops were called. He ended up getting arrested. When I found out that my daughter was burnt by a vape pen, I flipped out. I did. Because, I mean, my daughter plays with that thing a lot. At first, I thought it was on purpose, but then when I got home, I realized that my covers was burnt from the vape, because she rolled it up in the covers. Michael told me that he smelled vape fumes and realized that his vape was gone, so he was asking her what happened. He got it, and by that time, she felt bad, and she said, I love you, Daddy, and went to hug him, and when she went to stand up on the edge of the bed and hug him, he had the vape in his hand, and it was already hot. He told me he'd rather her be burnt than her hands blow up. And I just went off and took the kids and I left. And when the cops got involved, I told them what he told me. The cops told me that they were assuming that he let her get burnt with a vape to teach her a lesson. He loves his kids. He never even whoops them. He buys them anything they want. And for, to be honest, he was up with them too. And I think exhaustion got to him. I know for a fact he wouldn't hurt her.
I love her and my kids, without a doubt. Man, for me and her being together a year and a half, almost 2 years, me and her are actually hoping to, be married soon. Before all this is, over and situated, I completely understand if the tests do come back in the worst possible way. I do understand the consequences.
That you intentionally burn her.
That if it does say that I did lie, then I would.
Did you intentionally burn a little girl?
No, I wouldn't do that to my kids.
I mean, I guess you're facing up to 10 years in prison?
Anywhere, yes. Anywhere from a year to 10 years prison time.
Doesn't that just scare the hell out of you?
Yes, it does, actually. It does scare me because of the simple fact that when I would, like Savannah had said, I was arrested. I spent 3 weeks and 2 days in jail. It's something that is not...
You spent 3 weeks and 2 days in jail because...
Yes.
When they initially did the investigation, they locked you up.
Yeah.
And you were in there. So you're out on bail right now.
Yes. I'm actually currently out on bail.
How was that like being in jail for 3 weeks?
Honestly, it was scary. I'm someone who this is my first offense.
First time in trouble.
Yes. I have never done anything. I've never had any charges like this put against me. Why do the police think it's intentional?
Yeah.
Because of how, the way that the report of the incident was said to the police officer.
Who said it though?
Savannah.
And what did she say to him?
She said that I said that I burnt her on purpose, intentional.
Did you tell Savannah you burnt her on purpose?
No, I did not.
What's this thing? You rather have her burned than her hand blown up or something?
That whole saying was taken completely in the wrong way, honestly. Reason is because when she asked me, I don't know. When in that moment of being froze, I said I didn't know what happened because I was in a shock moment. At that point in time, I sat there and thought about it, and at least I thought about all the other incidents that are going on because, there's worse things that have happened in the world, and just because of one, and she sat there and asked me if I did it on purpose, and no, I wouldn't do that to my girls. I love my kids.
Are you nervous about this lie detector test?
Huh?
Are you nervous?
Nervous? No.
Yeah, because if you were failing this lie detector test, I would think that you better start making reservations at the prison, right?
Yeah. But,
Oh, And because this incident, you were locked up, they've ordered you to stay away, right?
Yes.
Until this thing gets cleared up.
Yeah, until the court gets cleared up. Only ones that I can see is my
Your
fiancée,
child.
Savana, and my youngest child.
Right. And when is your next court date?
My next court date isn't until sometime either November or around the first of the year of 2019.
Okay.
I need to know the truth.
I am telling you the truth. I mean, I'm telling you the whole truth because, you know, I do understand where you're coming from. And you know me. You know
She's
that.
my baby, though.
I know that. We've been together for a whole year, almost 2 years. You think if I did something like that, you think we'd be almost 2 years before I did something like that?
My babies mean the world to me.
I know, and me and you, over the past almost 2 years, we have shared a lot of fun times. A lot. Me and you, we've been up and down through thick and thin. I understand if this results come back, I will take my consequences.
I mean, if you did, I don't ever want to see you again.
I understand that. I understand where you're coming from. You hear me?
It was horrible. It was. My daughter, she kept telling me, Mommy, he didn't do it. He loves me.
Right.
You know, it was an accident.
So she said this right away, or?
Yes.
But then
Like right after he went to jail.
right after he went to jail. Because when she first got burned, she was probably just screaming and crying, or?
Actually, she cried for a little while until I went to my friend's house, and she stopped automatically and was asking for him.
Okay. What's crazy here is he seems like he really is in love with you. He seems like he really loves those girls. You say you really love him.
I love him and the girls very much.
Right. So, you know, if he did this accidentally, you kind of put him in jail for 3 weeks.
And I want to try to make up for it.
Yeah. But the most important thing is that your daughter's all right. And if he didn't do it, that she's not scared of him, right? Because would you like to be married to this guy someday?
Yes, I love him very much.
Okay. All right, well, Michael came here, which I gotta admit, pretty dicey on your part to take this test. I commend you for coming because you're such the direct truth, but you're facing some serious charges here.
Yeah, I am facing serious charges. I'm facing serious charges to where I can lose everything.
Yeah.
My job.
Your freedom.
Kids.
Forget the job. You can go to prison for a lot of years.
Yeah.
Your job. Okay. He came here, took a lie detector test, and we asked him, did you intentionally burn Savannah's oldest daughter? He answered no. Regarding Savannah's oldest daughter, did you burn her on purpose? He answered no. The results came back the same to each question, and they came back that Michael told the truth.
I'd like to say thank you, Steve Wilkos.
Thank
You have
you
no
so
how much
much.
this means to me, because this will definitely help me here in
Well,
the future.
I think it would help you a little bit, and I hope it does. Because like I said, you know, the good thing is when these things happen, they should be investigated because the last thing in the world we want is somebody abusing children. It was an accident. You say you actually had a bad reaction to handling an incident like this, and
Yeah, I didn't think before
God-
I acted.
right, and he ended up going to jail for 3 weeks. But the lesson here, and we do this show trying to help people and prevent things from happening, people watching at home. And again, I have no knowledge of these vapes or even this little contraption you had. But obviously, it's a dangerous thing around children. So if you're watching at home and you vape and do this, you need to be really careful for it because kids can get burned. Just like, you know, you don't leave matches laying around, lighters and that stuff when you have little babies, right? Yeah. And which you get it. I hope that your legal proceedings go well, that, you know, you get out of this jam that you're in because it's a very serious jam.
And
Seems like you're building a family, you love each other dearly, and you got to protect each other, and you got to protect your kids, right?
and
Good luck to you.
I do commend you because you are the first show that I thought of.
Thank you very much. Good luck to you. I hope it all works out for you. Thank you. If you like what you see, all new episodes are coming, and you do not want to miss out. Click subscribe now.